Well, this is a name that I've never heard of before, even in like discussions on the channel, never. So this is brand new listen and a whole new experience for me. So let's go. Let's have some fun. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am, and we are back with Be-Bop Deluxe. We're going to be going to their third studio album called Sunburst Finish. It was released in 1976. They are an English rock band. This was recorded in Abbey Road Studios. There you go. They are art rock, pop rock, and progressive pop. The two songs we're going to be listening to is Sleep That Burns. Or no, Crying to the Sky first, and then Sleep That Burns. And this was a request actually on YouTube. I never get any of those. They're very rare. Ooh, I'm going to make sure I get his name right. Where'd it go? This is from PCrimson, and he's been commenting asking about it, so I got you, bro. It's usually like a 45 to 60 day window that, you know, for the PayPal extra requests or things, but don't worry, bro, I got you. I kind of want more. I mean, going through YouTube is fine for the requesting. I usually, you know, I rarely see it. It's mostly through, like, you know, Patreon or PayPal, I guess. But if you do decide to do that, I guess it works. I appreciate your support, man. I really do. All right. First up is Crying to the Sky, and let's go. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and if you're not busy, leave a comment too. It helps. All right, Crying to the Sky by Be-Bop Deluxe. 3, 2, 1, go. Moody Monday, baby.
Searching for a silver lining, hoping that the clouds I'm climbing are hiding rain. Nowhere left to go. Every show now disappoints me. Still the ghost of love lost haunts me till my dying day.
That is gorgeous.
I could fly away over this river of tears, but I think I'll stay to face all my troubles and fight like a man I won't fear. Love is near, crying to the sky, weeping like a silver fountain, laying on the holy mountain that it won't rain.
That reminds me of like Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan. Wow. Bill Nelson. Wow. Oh, that riff is so good.
I could say goodbye, follow the sun and the moon.
Wow.
That would be alright.
This is very ahead of its time.
My heart's in your hand, and I'm leading a band full of blues, just for you. Crying to the sky, searching for a silver lining, hoping that the clouds I'm climbing are hiding rain.
That's crazy how ahead of... That was like decades ahead of its time. And that predates everything. That's crazy. Sleep that burns. Wake up. This is like the instrumental prog of like this past decade. That's what it sounds like. Minus the vocals.
Gotta sleep that burns. Sleep that burns. Gotta sleep that burns. All night. All right. I'm locked in your dark world, where hearts hold the keys, half open and enchanted, half truth and half dreams. Gotta sleep that burns, sleep that burns. Gotta sleep that burns. All night, all night.
There's almost like a sinister undertone to that. Huh. Of course they were English. We can't have nothing nice.
In a cafe in
Yeah, Kansas.
paradise. Naked as a razor, I'm as loaded as a dice. The waitresses all ask me for my price. I laugh and say I'm leaving, and this is only dreaming. So hold me while I'm screaming. Now is the moment of truth. Youth is a mask.
They're switching genres like every 10 seconds, bro. That's crazy.
But we all have a past to outrun. When the mask comes undone, and we race on and on to the fiery quarters of hell. Go and tell all your friends that you witnessed the end of the world in a dream. In a dream.
There's something about this music. Wow.
Night winds are howling, seducing the trees. I'm waking up cold sweat, with the sheets round my knees. Gotta sleep that burns.
1976. What the
Gotta
fuck?
sleep that burns. Gotta sleep that burns.
That piano. Oh.
Alright.
There's so many layers to it as well. Like, wow.
Night
when, where, why, and how. That's all I want to know after listening to that. I want to know everything. How the... That sound... Alright, so the bands that I listen to, like, you know, over the past 10 years before this channel, mostly all, like, instrumental or, you know, death, like, not even death metal prog, like, progressive death metal, I guess you can call it that. My favorite band, I always... Well, they're not up there today, but I always put their albums up there. Between the Buried to Me, The Contortionist, like, there's a lot of modern instrumental bands that sounds like prog. That's scary. Like, that is honestly terrifying. That's like Vandergraaf Generator. It's like, how are they playing this in the 70s? Like, you know, like, there really is just nothing new under the sun. There's just variations on a theme. You know if you know. Alright, so Bill Nelson on the electric and 12-string guitars, lead vocals, Andy Clark on the keyboard synthesizer, Charlie Tumahai on the bass guitar, backing vocals, and Simon Fox on the drums. I guess the biggest song that's on this album, you know, like single-wise, was, I guess, Ships in the Night, which kind of got some traction on the charts, but other than that, I guess nothing really did. That is insane. I mean, what was the exact date? February. So, 1975. That predates, like, by 40 years. 30, 40 years it predates a lot of the stuff like ISIS and, like, oh my god, there's so many good modern, like, bands, man. Like, you guys, if I could start a channel about, like, modern prog and rock and stuff, like, I would totally bring you all the bands I grew up with, like the proggy metalcore stuff. There's so many good bands out there, but you kind of have to get past the harsh vocals barrier, which takes a little bit. I know that for a fact. I know when I first heard, like, screaming and growls and stuff like that, I remember exactly where I was. I was like 12 or 13, and I was in middle school. And my friend John showed me this band called August Burns Red. And that was the first time. It was a song called Composure. I remember the exact song. And it was just one day at school. And I heard it and I was like, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was terrible. And then about a year later, I got really into it. And I just went off from there. And then I eventually became into, like, bands like Between the Buried and Me, Protest the Hero, that whole kind of subgenre of stuff. It's like very progressive metal, you know, and they had to have been influenced by this, like the Contortionist, Between the Buried and Me, all those bands. There's no way they didn't listen to this because it's almost, I'm not gonna say note for note, it's not like that, but like in spirit, like it sounds like the transitions every 10 seconds into a new genre. There's layers to everything, like the sounds are kind of like alien and out of this world. And he was ripping and he was roaring on that freaking guitar like it was 2014 or something. And that was 1975 they probably recorded that. Kind of fucking with my worldview, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable and I want to leave. I was kidding. That was utterly fantastic, though. Thank you so much, PCrimson. I want to hear more like that. I want to listen to this entire album now because that is my cup of tea right there. And, you know, there's always that saying that I say on here. Not my cup of tea, but I can see why someone would enjoy it. This is my cup of tea. 100%. I want 2 more. So, hurry up, alright? Thank you again, my friend. That was great. I'd say that the guitars, the vocals, the synthesizers, the drums, I mean, everything was just so lush. Damn, I hate using that word now because I use it so much. The soundscape was very animated. Like a dynamic, like it was all over the place. I mean, like the transitions were just completely seamless into the next genre, and it was just fantastic, man. They utterly killed that. And that was 2 songs that are back to back on the album. They kind of transition into each other, and I just want to hear more. I want to go download the rest of the album and listen to it right now, this very second. But I'm not going to do that. That was fantastic, though. I see why that's so. Basically, whatever art rock or art pop is, you know, of your generation, it's going to be the next generation's music that they get into, like the mainstream almost. Or like, you know, I feel like that kind of, it takes a little bit to marinate. The pot takes a little bit to cook. But once it does cook, then the masses catch on. They're like, ooh, that tastes good, you know? Like, no shit. We knew that back in the 70s, bro. I love it. That was great. That made my night. Last song of the night and ended on a high note. So, thank you again. I'm out. Patreon, right there. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier up, you get one free request a month, just like Mr. PCrimson did here. But he left a request on YouTube, like I said. So I guess that kind of doesn't work. I don't know, man. Like I just started my spiel, but I kind of want to talk about the music more. The first track, the sky crying. What was it? Oh my God, Lee. It was Crying to the Sky. Sleep That Cries. No, the first one was Crying to the Sky, then Sleep That Burns. I really liked Crying to the Sky. I think that was my favorite track. But then you got to that last minute of Sleep That Burns. Oh my God, that was so good. See now, the thoughts are coming to me now. You know, like I talk about it. I'm kind of like, when it's something like that, I'm kind of just awestruck there for a minute, and I kind of don't know what to say, so I kind of flounder for a minute. Then I'll start the Patreon spiel, and I'm like, wait a second, I have all these thoughts I want to say about the song, and I forgot to say them. You know, I definitely liked all the transitions, the way that it just segues just perfectly into the next genre. That they do that a lot nowadays with a lot of the modern like prog metal and stuff like that. They're just genre hop from from a disco to death metal to alternative punk. You know, like it's crazy. They can do anything nowadays, and it seems like they've been able to do it for years now. But nobody was listening, except the very few like musicians and people that were hipsters back in the day, and they were into stuff like this. But if you're a fan of Be-Bop Deluxe and you have any other tracks you think I'd like, please leave it down below. I will definitely check it out, man, because I might even just do it on my own time, because that's my type of music. Like I said, that's what I like to play. That's what I like to hear. So, I don't know, guys. There's also a PayPal and a Cash App in the description. That was the longest Patreon spiel ever. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm out. In 3, 2, 1.